Hello, welcome back to another weekly vlog. It has been a minute. I don't think it's been as long as it feels like it has, but I mean, it's coming on 3 weeks since I did the marathon. That was when my last weekly vlog was. Um, I had, like, I'm coming off the back of a really weird, I don't know what happened to me, and I'm still trying to figure it out. I did two recovery runs. So I had the week after the marathon off, did two recovery runs the week after. And basically, so on the Wednesday I ran, but on the Wednesday I also had, like one of those tension headaches where it just gradually gets worse throughout the day. And I put that down to having my hair up because my hair's getting long and my hair is thick. I just thought that's why I had that headache on that day. On the same day, I had an appointment to go and see the doctor because I had an infection on my skin. So I was put on antibiotics for that. And then the series of events, no, it's not that dramatic. It feels like the longest period of my life because I have just felt horrendous. My temperature was kind of up and down, and I was having these headaches, which was literally as if somebody had their hands around my head and were just like squeezing my skull, and it would sort of go down to my neck. Anyway, so I went back to the doctors because of my temperature and because of these headaches. The symptoms were sort of showing that I still had the infection. So then they put me on stronger antibiotics, which just knocked me out. And then I started to feel better. I'd have like a day where I was starting to feel better, and then the next day I'd feel shit again, and then I'd feel better. Finished the antibiotics as I was meant to, went back to doctors, they looked at my infection, they were happy that it was clearing up and everything. But then I had a few days after that where I've never felt anything like it. Like the temperature going up and down, the headaches were just, it was every time I was like standing up or moving my head, it was like pounding. Paracetamol was just not shifting the headaches. Paracetamol was shifting the temperature, but it was just like this continuous thing of having to take the paracetamol to manage both of those. And then just the fatigue as well. I had a couple of days where I more or less just slept all day. And I also my appetite just went, which isn't me at all. If you know me, I'm a big foodie. When things get hard, I turn to food for comfort. So for me to be going off my food, I know that I'm not well, but yesterday was the first day I was starting to feel a little bit more human. Today I'm feeling good. I'm back to work. It's on my lunch now. I've just had some lunch, finished my whole lunch because I literally just have not been finishing my meals. Like, it's ridiculous. That is not me at all. So yeah, but welcome to another week. So today is Monday, and basically this week's plan is just getting myself back together. I'm doing my best not to rush back into running because that was what I wanted to do last week, and my body really said no before I had the opportunity to rush back into it. So I'm actually just trying to take this week as it is. I made a pact to myself this morning to get up, feed the dogs. We're looking after my sister's dog this week. Feed the dogs, then take them out for a walk, do a bit of meditation, do a bit of journaling, have time to get ready, and that's really helped. So that's kind of my focus this week, is getting back to normal. Ideally, I would like to get back to running, but we're gonna see. Obviously, you've got to get yourself back to that point, and you don't just wake up and then go back on a run, as I stupidly thought. Literally last Wednesday, so on the Tuesday last week, I was feeling better, had my running clothes laid out, and then Wednesday I woke up with pounding headache and a temperature, and I was like, computer says no. So yeah, we are this week. I'm feeling a lot better than I was. But yeah, let's see what unfolds. This week is probably going to be pretty calm, to be honest. But you never know. Never know.
Was it ages when you were that out? Was it ages?
Good morning. Welcome to Wednesday. Skipped yesterday because I felt shit mentally. I'm going to attempt a little jog this morning. No pressure on time, no pressure on pace, no pressure on distance. Just going around the block, just getting out, just doing something that isn't walking the dogs. So, yeah, it's an excuse to start breaking in my new trainers, so. Isn't it? You can't come with me though. No, you can't. Let's go. I did that run this morning and, well, it was a jog. And forgot to update you after. I know you've been just dying. But no, it actually, I felt a lot better than I thought I would. Don't get me wrong, I didn't feel like a sprint finish but I wasn't really, I went at a pace where I felt like I could keep it going for the duration that I was out, so I aimed for about 20 minutes. Didn't put like pressure on the pace, obviously, didn't put pressure on the distance. I was going to say didn't put pressure on the time, but I've just said that I was aiming for 20 minutes. What I mean is I was just going to see how it kind of went. I said to myself that if I felt like I needed to stop, that I would stop. But I felt all right to kind of carry on. I didn't feel like I was pushing myself. I just felt, I don't know, not steady, because steady is in between easy and hard. It felt like an easy effort, I suppose, but it also wasn't easy because I haven't been running for 2 weeks, so naturally it's going to feel different. And also after you've been unwell, it's always going to feel that little bit harder because you've been run down and whatnot. But yeah, it was so nice to just, it's the feeling after, it's the runner's high after. No matter how fast or slow you go, you'll always get that same high, and nothing beats it. And I know sometimes it gets to a point where it's like there's other things going on in life. There's bigger things to be worrying about than running. But for me, it keeps me sane. It keeps things in my head in order. It's not about the managing, trigger warning, kind of mention of weight and things. It's not about managing my weight, or I feel like I have a very good relationship now with food and exercise, and this is genuinely the first time in my life where I see my body more as, look at what it can achieve and what it has achieved versus, oh, it should be slimmer. I do have my days, but on the whole, like I'm a lot healthier with it than I used to be. So it's not about a thing of like, oh, I need to be exercising every day. It's how it makes me feel. And then when I can't get that feeling, it's difficult. I struggle. So I was very grateful to be able to run today. A little rainy run. It was a main character kind of run, you know. Love it. Got Sammy here next to me. So we haven't gained a dog. He's my sister's dog. So we've just been dog sitting. Max is chilling in his bed. And yeah, everything is in order. So it's my first day back. First day back at the gym today after, I want to say about a month off, to be honest, because the week before the marathon I stopped. I was just like, I'll just do my runs and then that's it. I'm fully resting. So, and the marathon is almost a month ago. I think it's a month ago next week. So, I lose track of what I'm saying so quickly. It's actually frustrating. So yeah, first time back in a month. Gonna take it steady because obviously I haven't been well, in case you haven't heard me say about 10 million times. Just the what's it called? The key thing is actually just getting through those doors and doing something. I need to wake up. My brain, it's just not functioning. And also, obviously, I needed to wear my finisher top just in case anybody was wondering where I'd been. Which I'm sure they weren't, but you know, just in case, I just need everyone to know. Because it's not really acceptable to wear the medal anymore. It's kind of past that time now. I honestly don't know what the content of this weekly vlog is going to be like, because I have... They're both being nuts, so I was trying to keep them out that way. I've just been trying to get back into the swing of things this week. Like, getting back to normal, getting back into routine. But what comes with that is also the tiredness of getting back into routine and getting back into exercise. Like, I woke up feeling so tired today. I had every intention of doing a run this morning, and I woke up because Josh was going to work, but that was the time I was going to get up anyway. I was just like, I just need to sleep. Like, I just can't. We went up to bed by about 9:30 as well, but I think it just takes it out of you when you're unwell, and it takes a bit of time for you to get back to feeling normal. And that's the part I struggle with, because I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, I feel like I can't. But it's just one of those things. It all comes with time. But yeah, so I'm gonna just leave it for today. I'm not forcing myself to do anything, because that's how you end up getting unwell again. So I'm actually just listening to my body, and hopefully I'll be able to do my run tomorrow. Run probably more of a jog. I'll go and fill up his water. But yeah, apologies in advance if I just don't know what this vlog is going to be like, because I feel like I've not done a lot. But I'm just trying to be real, trying to get back into things properly. And yeah, just trying to... I need to take some time to fill up his water. I need to take some time away from my phone and just screens, because I feel like at the minute that is really draining me, and I could just do with things not draining me. How nice is it to go to the hairdresser and just have fresh trim? My hair, I think this is probably the best condition my hair has been in since I was in secondary school, because of the fact that I've been getting regular trims. I used to have really long hair when I was younger, and then I cut it all off. And I'm just trying to grow it really long again. So this is the length of it now. But yeah, I just want long hair again. I honestly don't think that I will ever get past that weird stage before you go out on a run where you just feel really nervous. Like, I'm just gonna go out for a run now. I guess it's like another recovery run technically So I'm trying not to put pressure in my head on how far and what pace, but like the important thing is just getting out. But yeah, I just always feel like I'm going to out into war. It's ridiculous. What I do need to do, I haven't changed. So when I did the marathon, I basically set my alerts up on my watch to keep me within a certain pace. So that's off now. But basically every time I do, like when I did my recovery run after the marathon, before I got ill, it was like buzzing at me because obviously I wasn't within that pace range. And then the same with my run the other day, I was just going at my own little pace. It was just like shouting at me, and I was like, I've been unwell. So I've just turned that off. But yeah, I'm gonna go and obviously get changed, not going out in my pajamas, but I'm gonna go and do a little run now, see how I get on. I think as well, part of it is I know it's gonna feel like hell, because it always does when you've been off and you're getting back into it. It just doesn't feel great, and you just got to accept it. But I'm gonna go and do that, and then I think I'm gonna go over to Cardiff, go and see my sister, potentially my niece, I don't know, hopefully. I'm like, can I squeeze in, see, I don't know did I say that? My little niece arrived since I last vlogged. Anyway, gonna see my mum, my sisters, the dogs, because where I was unwell, I had 2 weekends where I was just in the house. And don't get me wrong, I'm a proper homebody and I love an excuse to be in the house, but it kind of feels very different when you've been unwell off work in the house doing nothing, and then you have your whole weekend in the house doing nothing. So Josh is working today and I was just like, I can't, I don't want to stay in the house all day. Even though, like, you know, I'd read a book and I'm quite content being in the house, I just know I need to get out of the house this weekend. I'm getting out of the house tomorrow, but I don't know why I'm explaining myself about 10 times. Yeah, let's go run. So my brain quite clearly is not back into the swing of weekly vlogging, and what are we on? 7 p.m. We just ordered Chinese takeaway, which I can't wait for. I've been chilling most of the day with my sister and my mum and the dogs, so that was nice. It was nice to just leave the house. And also I was saying to my sister, the time where I spent, like, I listen to music the most is when I'm running and when I'm driving. And over the last couple of weeks where I've just been sat in the house, I've done neither. And yes, you could say, well, you could just play the music, but it's not the same. It's not the same as when you're running or when you're driving. So I had a lush, like, karaoke on the way there and on the way home. Poor Max was probably like, my ears, but I enjoyed it. I had a great time. Like, I always feel like when I'm on a long drive, I feel like I should use it for something more useful. Like, oh, I should be listening to like an audiobook or a podcast. Sometimes I do that, but today I was just like, I just need my music. I need to have like a good sing-song. And that is what I did. But yeah, my run was alright. I wanted to try and push it a little bit more today. So I got up to 3 miles. But oh my god, my heart rate, ridiculous. For what is normally my easy pace, my heart rate was, like, the average was up to 177, and I spent majority of the run in zone 3, literally at what is my easy pace. So that's great. I said in a video earlier for social media, like, I do not feel like I ran a marathon a month ago. I feel like I've completely lost all my fitness, and I haven't. It's just I've just been off and also unwell. So it's the two factors, and I just need to build back up to it. But this is why, as runners or people doing endurance sports, find it stressful when you have to take a break from it, because the transitionary period of getting back into it, those first handful of runs just feel horrendous, and it literally feels like you're starting from scratch. And you pick it back up quickly, but it is just those first few runs of getting back into the swing of it, you know, not fun. However, I shouldn't be complaining, because I was complaining about not being able to run the last 2 weeks of my life, and now I can run, so that is what matters. I don't need to focus on anything else for the minute, just the fact that I can go out and run. Welcome to Sunday. I shouldn't open the curtains as I'm speaking. It's bank holiday weekend this weekend, but we are going to go and take Max to one of our favourite places to walk him in a second, and then this afternoon we have got we're going out for a meal for my friend's birthday, and then going for a couple of drinks, I think, and that's pretty much it. I'm so grateful to just be feeling so much better this, like, compared to this time last week, because God, just I felt I'd begun to feel more human on the Sunday, but I was still just like, you know when you've been ill and then afterwards it just takes you a while to feel normal again. And that's what I actually hate about being ill, is the part after. I can't handle being unwell because I complain about it, but I can handle that part. It's the bit after where you're just like, right, I want to get back into normal life again now. But no, I'm feeling good, and I'm grateful that I'm feeling good. I'm grateful that I've been able to go out on 2 runs this week, because I actually, at the start of the week, I wasn't too sure whether I'd be feeling up to it. So I'm glad that I did get to go out, even if my heart rate like shot up ridiculously. But part and parcel of it, isn't it? I always say this blip of me not being well and then my runs feeling shit, I'm not going to remember it in a couple of weeks' time. It's going to feel, do you know what I mean? You pick it back up so quickly. So it's just hard at the time, I think, but it is what it is. So yeah, I'm going to go and walk Maximo now. I love starting the day off by moving, and I think my favourite thing to do, I do love a run, but I do love like a walking with the dog. I just, something about it, because he's so happy to just exist, and it just feel like it sets you up in the right frame of mind for the day, and it's just the simple things, isn't it? So yeah, that's what we're gonna do this morning.
Can you let me have it? I'm gonna lick it again.
Got our coffees. Walking Max. Oh my god, straight in the water.
Good boy. Find that. Good boy.
I have genuinely been horrendous with my filming for this vlog, so I've decided that I'm gonna round what would be 2 weekly vlogs into one, because my head has just been in la la land a little bit the last week. We are on Tuesday and I'm gonna go to the gym because I woke up this morning and told myself I would, so we are sticking to our promise and going. I feel like I didn't, maybe I did, but I went on a run yesterday and managed 5k, and I feel like I didn't actually say about it on here. The trouble is that I do different bits on social media, so I film like little clips for Instagram or TikTok or whatever, and then I forget what I've done with it. But that's very much a me problem. So yeah, I did a 5k and I was very frustrated because it felt hard. But as my friend said to me, it's going to feel hard because I haven't been very well. So the main thing is that I'm able to actually get out. I'm not running any slower and I've been able to run like for longer. So really I just need to stop whinging. But yeah, gonna go to the gym and I need to get into a proper routine. I think that's what's frustrating me, is I'm trying to sort out my running and gym routine and what that looks like post-marathon. My next thing going forward, I mean, my focus currently is actually building back up to a place where I'm not reaching zone 3 on an easy pace run. But after that, I'll be working towards the Cardiff half, which is October. So yeah, it's figuring out what that all looks like, basically. I literally make it sound like I'm an elite athlete with a very strict schedule. I'm not. I'm your average runner that works a 9-to-5 job. I'm just very dramatic. I have got a trapped nerve in my shoulder and it's driving me up the wall. I'm being dramatic, but I'm convinced May is just not my month. It's just all going down, you know, and it's just like, I say that in terms of how I'm feeling. I just feel so tired this month. I feel like I'm getting back into my running. And then I'm getting a trapped nerve, and then woe is me, tiny violins out for me. That's just the vibe I'm in. Coming on to that time of the month, I'm just feeling like extra sorry for myself. However, I am going to try and do a run, because I will not let a trapped nerve stop me. Maybe I should, but I'm not. So this could go one of 2 ways. I'm hoping it will go the preferable way, and I'm hoping I will come back and be happy. But you know, who knows? We've only got a couple more days of May anyway, and then I'm restarting. I'm pressing restart because it's not been the month for me this month. It really has. There's just no way I ran a marathon a month ago yesterday. No way. Honestly, this is doing my head in. Like, it is the most frustrating thing in the world. That was my fourth run back since being ill. I really wanted to get up to 4 miles as well, and I was like, no, So I did 5k. But yeah. It's realities, isn't it? It's what happens. Like, it's not the end of the world, but it's frustrating. And it makes me really angry. I probably shouldn't have gone out like middle of the day. It probably didn't help because it's quite warm. But yeah, as you can probably tell, very sweaty. Is what it is. Part and parcel of running. Do you know, I said that, but that was my quickest pace in a month. And that's over a minute per mile quicker than the first run back I did last Wednesday, I think, or Thursday. So I'm complaining, but like, there's progress. It just still doesn't feel great, but progress is progress. Just out walking Maximus. Feeling super tired today. But it's fine. It's fine. We're still moving. I could have easily have had a nap after work. But I thought no. No choice anyway, because someone needs to walk Maxie. And that's the good thing about having a dog, to be honest. Sometimes they get you out when you don't want to go out. So I just love where we live so much, honestly. I'll never not feel grateful. I made it to the gym for the second time this week, which is always a major achievement for me at this stage in my like running and recovery post-marathon. I don't know. However, I have still got a trapped nerve, I think that's what it is, in my shoulder, and it's really painful. So my logic is that I'm only going to do legs and just use the machine, so I won't actually be like picking up any weights, but I don't know. Hopefully I won't eat my words later on, but something is better than nothing in my eyes. If I can just do like a little bit of legs or a little bit of movement, it's better than nothing. And I would have just felt rubbish if I'd stayed in bed. So this is the only option. I've also posted 2 parcels, so that helps. But yeah, that's that. We're just out on a little walk in Bradford and on Avon. Avon. Very scenic. I'm gonna have some watermelon.
Mum.
Chris salmon.
Yeah.
Just pick up my picnic. I don't know which ways.
Yeah, it like all lifts up now.
Nice.
What?
Minute. Newts always remind me of Matilda.
What?
They get a newt and they put it in Miss Trunchbull's.
Oh.
Delicious. Still cold. Right, how do I do this? Without getting it on me.
You're gonna get it on you. What's your sauce? Chili jam?
Teriyaki. Ooh.
Why didn't you put it on that side?
Hmm?
You can have the sushi go on the armrest. Look at that little kid in there.
Hmm?
Kid in a little backpack thing over there.
Oh, that's so cute. Little legs. Hmm.
I'll see. Very muddy earlier. Max, say. Max, no.
Apparently we just saw the red arrows.
Find it. Come on.
But the noise freaked me out too much to do anything because I hate the sound of planes. Oh my god, look at my shoulders. Oh no.
How does it happen? Look at me. I'm fine.
I don't know. Got ice cream to finish the walk. You're gonna have any? It's human ice creams.
You gotta admit, for a ginger, I just don't burn very much.
No.
Like,
Morning. Today we have got my longer run of the week. I feel like I haven't said that for ages, but I'm gonna go and do 6 miles this morning, just an easy run. Make sure I can do 10k before next week really. I basically signed up for the Cheltenham half marathon, but it's also 5k. There's a 5k race, 10k race, and then the half marathon. So you can on the day ask to change it, so that's what I'm gonna do, because I don't think I've got a half marathon in me just yet. So I mean, the longest run I did was a marathon over a month ago. So yeah, I think 10k. At least I can try and push with the 10k. I just feel like with the half marathon, I'll just come away frustrated. But anyway, so yeah, that's my long run of the week this week. Yeah, I'm just so tired, and I feel like a broken record, because I feel like I say this all the time, but genuinely, this morning I felt like I could just sleep for days. So, but it's one of those, once I'm up, I'm fine. I think when you're in excuse me, when you're in bed and you're all comfy, and I think naturally you don't want to get up. But yeah, I'm gonna do my run and then meeting up with my friend for a walk and just chilling. So yeah, see how we go. Okay, I gotta stop doing that. Are ready to go with a sprinkle of anxiety. My anxiety at the minute has just been a little bit through the roof. I couldn't even tell you why. Genuinely nothing is going on that's like would be making me more anxious or bringing on anxiety. But that's just how I'm feeling, and it's really annoying because sometimes with stuff that's going on mentally, it's like you feel like you take so many steps forward only for it to feel like you've taken all of those steps back. Well, I know I haven't, because I know that I'm a lot more equipped to like deal with how I'm feeling than I would have been before. But yeah, it's just frustrating. But hopefully a little run will help. Yeah. I'd love to know what is going on with my brain, but I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell you. It's just is what it is. So I need to water my flowers. I really need to water my flowers. Yeah. Let's get going. All done. Managed 10k, which is more than I was going for, even though I was like, I'm gonna go and do 6 miles, but really I was like, I'd ideally want to get a 10k just to know that I can do a 10k. Anyway, definitely feeling better mentally than when I went out, but I was like the whole way around just fighting my brain, and I think it's hard when that happens because the run it's not enjoyable, and my heart rate from the actual anxiety that I was feeling was spiking, so then I kept having to slow down, like as in go slower than what would be my normal easy pace. So it's just frustrating more than anything, because I feel like especially on the easy runs, even though you're going for a longer distance and you're on your feet for longer, in a way they're more enjoyable because you're not like out of breath. You can it's like just a leisurely pace. So I feel like because I was feeling anxious, it just kind of sucked the fun out of it a little bit, but it is what it is. I genuinely wanted to stop at so many different points just because of how I was feeling mentally, but I'm glad I persevered and carried on. It's looking a little bit dark, and I'm meant to be meeting up with my friend for a walk, so I don't know if it's going to be like a little bit of rain and then stop. I don't know. It's literally just started raining. I'm psychic. Okay, well, I've got a couple of hours until I'm meant to be meeting up with her, so hopefully it stops. What? One pooch.
Lola! Lola! Look, you're on camera, smile!
I did get to the very end of putting these 2 weekly vlogs together to realise that I hadn't actually rounded up this vlog. So are we gonna, Do you know what? We're going to do highs and lows, but I think highs and lows of May, because those 2 weeks were just about like getting back into the flow of things, recovering. So yeah, we're going to do May as a whole. For starters, hi, my little niece coming into the world. That's best part of May. And I know that my sister and brother-in-law watch these, so if you're watching, I'm very proud of you both, and you're both smashing it. So that's just, there's nothing to trump that. You can't trump that one. That's the high of May. And then sitting below that is probably getting back into running, in terms of being able to run, not necessarily how it has felt. Lows of the month, being unwell and just genuinely not feeling my healthiest or my fittest because I've been unwell, tired. It's just like, it just takes a while. You know, you're unwell and then your body takes a while to actually bounce back from it, and yada yada yada. I complained enough about it in the vlog. So if you've like stuck out this long, thank you so much. And yeah, hopefully the content is going to pick up a little bit again, because I'll start my training for the Cardiff half soon, so that'll be nice. It was just for these like last 2 weeks, it was just about getting back into it, taking it steady. But thank you so much for watching, and if you've enjoyed this, which I hope you have, and I'm sorry if you haven't, but I hope you have enjoyed it, please give it a like and comment. Let me know what you're training for, if you're training for anything, if you're new to running, if you're having struggles with running, just let me know. And also feel free to subscribe, because I do tend to put these vlogs out weekly unless I'm ill or recovering. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.